Hello everyone. Now some of you might know that the GRE is becoming shorter. Starting from September 22, 2023, this shorter GRE is going to be implemented. Now ETS, the organizing body of the GRE, is going to implement this change primarily by reducing the number of questions. But what does the shorter GRE mean for the candidates about to take the GRE? Now there are four very important points we need to remember in this context. Number one, there need not be any significant change in the test prep strategy. Why? Because there aren't any new question types being introduced either in the verbal reasoning section or in the quantitative reasoning section. Number two, the total score of each of the verbal reasoning and the quantitative reasoning section is not going to change. But the number of questions are going to be reduced. What does that mean? That means that total score for each question will increase. Now that means that students will not have much room for errors in the initial part of the test. Number three, the section adaptive nature of the GRE is going to remain the same. What does section adaptive nature mean? For both verbal reasoning as well as the quantitative reasoning section, there are two subsections, and the performance of a student in the first subsection determines the level of difficulty of the second subsection. Now this will remain the same in the shorter GRE, only the number of questions per subsection will reduce. And fourth, and possibly the most important change, is that the changing the time duration from 4 hours to almost 2 hours will reduce the test day exhaustion of a candidate significantly. Now we have often seen that due to the length of the GRE exam, a student would often underperform on the test day. Now making the test shorter will ensure that the student's verbal and quantitative reasoning ability is much better tested by the shorter GRE examination. Now remember, this test is going to be introduced, the shorter GRE is going to be introduced from September 2023, September 22, 2023, and for any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us.